We're also looking into offering other services through RippleNet, things like loans or maybe even if DeFi grows, maybe offering DeFi services to institutional partners. One of the unique things that Ripple has is we have our software in the transaction flow of all of these financial institutions and banks. So we can develop some new product or services, or even something that comes from the DeFi space, and we can offer it immediately right into the transaction flow of those institutions. So using RippleNet as a platform to offer whatever new products and services emerge, either from Ripple or from other people in the blockchain space, I think you're going to see more of that.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols? Who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the new Road Order book. The new Road Order book is going to show you how the world works. It is definitely time to wake up out of your sleep in the times that we're in right now. Plus, guys, we know we're waiting on that next main event towards the end of the year. We had the first quarter event. Like I told you, that would happen. Don't forget, this is Shemitah year. And then also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's definitely time to re-educate. And also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. Do not forget I have the new World Order cryptos in my Patreon. Do your own research, but going inside of a bear market, you definitely want the cryptos that have real use cases. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks are up. Volume has slowly moved into cryptos, and then plus, guys, we see the yields are down, and the dollar has lost some strength, which is helping out stock. But guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, and we have an inverted yield curve. Plus, yields are being pushed down. Like I stated, that's helping stocks and cryptos. And then, of course, guys, we have volume, Tether, USDC. And we have Tether and USDC says they're going to be 100% behind the Ethereum merge. And like I stated, the Hegelian dialectic has been created between the proof of work and the proof of stake when it comes to Ethereum. So we're going to watch this play out. And then, of course, guys, make sure you're watching the actual Fed. Repo is still over 2 trillion, and we get the data that inflation has peaked. And I told you 2 months ago that inflation would peak in July. But guys, we know they're still going to be raising rates still, probably only 25 basis points. But then also in September, they start to crank up the balance sheet. Rolling off this balance sheet is like another interest rate hike. And we know why they printed 20% of all money in existence in 1 year. That's right, to build the 4th industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take over the economy, pay each other with crypto, while the sheep go inside the metaverse. They have to destroy this current economy, also the US dollar, in order for China and the new digital economy to rise. That's the reason why we see the emerging markets are 5 and 10 years ahead of America, the one who was the leader and inventor of plenty of this technology. There is no reason why America should be behind. You know, I brought you plenty of videos on Reagan, Bill Clinton giving this technology over to China. And remember, technology can be used for good or evil. And then, guys, we have Grayscale moved down to about 20.7 billion. Make sure you're paying attention to the actual allocations, and we know probably they're going to pick up some today. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Coinbase posts of $1 billion loss in Q2. Now we have breaking news that Ripple is looking at Celsius assets. And listening to David Schwartz, Ripple is already set up for this very moment. And this is an old video. Now we have California regulators coming down on Celsius, which I'm going to go over later. But don't forget that Ripple's home office is in California. But why would Ripple, who's already being hunted by the SEC, go after Celsius, which California securities are coming after them? And we know Goldman Sachs also wanted to buy the assets. But this is a perfect entry for Ripple to get into DeFi and be a big player. And I did a video on XRP that got 80,000 views going over how Ripple's XRP is a synthetic stablecoin or bridge currency that can move assets. Now we have Mercado Libre, which should say PayPal, to expand crypto trading across Latin America. And when we're looking at these big corporations, you have to see where the money's coming from and how it's moving, so therefore you can keep up with it. Because don't forget that PayPal invested over $750 million in Mercado Libre. Now we have Clayton integrates with 1inch to improve scalability, token swaps, and liquidity. Also, we have NVIDIA ups its metaverse bet with new developer tools. And we know these chip companies are very important to automation and to the metaverse. Because just imagine if you take one of these chatbots and then create an avatar with it inside the metaverse. Like I stated, guys, you're not going to know what's real and not real. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have California regulator orders Celsius to stop doing business in the state. And guys, as always, the most corrupt states that have the most regulation. Where were these regulators before the Fed started shrinking all this liquidity that caused the problem in the first place? And then lastly, we have anonymous users sends Ethereum from Tornado Cash to prominent figures following sanctions. No, he's not sending it to poor people. He's sending it to rich people. So we already know who's behind this, because we know when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The Cryptoteacher Stock Channel, Cryptoteacher Stocks. You have your Kobo, your chip charts, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get their own stocks. To see where the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the fourth industrial revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.